Okay, we're live.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so are we ready to go to part 2 of the homework?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so for 6, I have head length, and for 7, body length.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for 8, you should have just taken the scatter plot off of Excel, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Anybody have anything different?
No.
Okay. Okay, so for 9, I have negative 69.369.
Yeah.
Okay, for 10, I have 7.4.
Yep.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do the 11.
Oh, if you go on Excel, once you create the graph, all you have to do is just right-click on it, and you just pretty much click on it where it says I think it says regression line on it, right? And then it just kind of creates you.
On 11.
Yeah.
Does it want the y equals negative 69 plus whatever? Is that what it's
Yeah.
asking for?
Hmm.
Does it give it to you in Excel? It gives you the equation?
Yeah, so all you have to do is just click on the actual graph itself. You click on it, you want a line on it or whatever, and then from it, you just have to click on for it to give you the equation, and then it gives you the equation. So you don't have to do any of the math yourself, which is really nice.
Cool, cool. I'll do that right. Let's just, well, you guys skip the. I'm gonna just review that really quickly.
I didn't realize it would give you the equation, so that's cool. Thanks, Hardy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, so for 12, it should be the scatter plot with a line through the middle.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Good that.
Okay. 13, I had 343.
Yep.
And then for 14, I had the same answer when I found the little dot that said 51. It said 343. But the if you watch the recording of the guy that shows you how to do each problem afterwards, it said it should be somewhere between 300 and 350. So I think anything between those was fine.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I got, let me see. Yeah, I think I got like 330 something.
330 something, yeah.
I think just because it kind of varies once you plug it into your graph and stuff in Excel.
Right, and that's what the answer for 15 is. It just said that it's just an estimate because not all of the dots are on the line of the regression line. So
question there, does it has to be an exact number?
On 14, no.
Okay. Yeah, because I got a different also I got, but it is between the range. So just to make, I mean, to understand if it has to be on a specific number, it has to be between.
Yeah, the video said it just needed to be between 300 and 350. So anything in between there in that range would be fine.
That's very.
Okay. Okay. So that was the homework. I took the quiz, but I got some of them wrong. So I was hoping you guys could help me.
Okay, sweet.
Me too.
You too? I did pretty well on most of them, but towards the end, I didn't do so well. Somebody else want to read through the quiz questions?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
Everyone has it open already and stuff?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so for
Yeah.
question 3, given the linear regression equation, y equals 2 plus 1.5x, what is the y-intercept? I have 2. Get that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
For number 4, given the linear regression equation, y equals 2 plus 1.5 as well, what is the slope? I have 1.5.
What do you got?
1.5?
5. Okay.
Yeah, because it's usually what's in front of the x is a slope. Okay, so for 5, the equation is y equals -3 plus 0.25x. What is the predicted value of y when x equals 16? I have 1.
1. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for 6, it says make a scatter plot of the math self. I guess the Excel sheet right there. It says of the 3 data shapes introduced in the reading, which shape best describes these data? I put hot dog shape.
Yeah.
I got the hamburgers shape. Does everybody got the same?
I have hot dog.
Hot dog.
A hot dog.
Okay, I'm gonna change mine then.
Alrighty. So for 7, based on the shape of the scatter plot you produced in the last question, what can you say about the appropriateness of using simpler linear regression to model these data? I have the first option, simple linear regression is appropriate for these data.
Correct. Yeah,
Yep.
I got the,
First.
Oh,
I got the one.
okay. So for question 8, how many observations are in the data? I have 139.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Thank you. And then for what is the y-intercept? I have 18.69.
I have a problem
Okay.
with this. And I don't know to do this question.
Like how to figure out which one on the thing is the y-intercept? Or what's your question?
I don't know because we use the Excel,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
And I go to, how can I say, see this, how can I say, identify.
So did you plug in the data from the math self efficacy, like up there above question 6, it gives you the data file? Did you go and plug that into the linear regression Excel sheet, Melina?
Okay.
Yeah, because that will be a big factor if you didn't do it that way, Belida. I'll give you a completely different answer.
No. I don't know. I will study more on this part. What?
We don't hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. What is the answer?
So up above question 6, there's that Excel file that you have to open. There's a link to open that Excel file. It's called math self-efficacy. I can't say that word. So if you plug that into your quantitative inference procedure Excel sheet, if you plug in those, did you plug them in backwards?
Yeah, I put.
So, because the one was supposed to be, the confidence data was the second column, and that'll make a difference. I caught myself on that. Do you understand?
Okay.
So I bet you
Yeah.
plugged them in backwards. So X should have been Y and Y should have been X.
Okay.
So once you get those plugged in correctly in the blue squares, Then over on the right-hand side, there'll say y-intercept and slope. You know where those are, right?
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, just continue. I stood more this part.
Okay, so the y-intercept was 18.69 on question 9.
18 points. Oh. 18.6. 85.
9.
18.689.
Oh, here, I'll type it.
Right there. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for number 10, the slope, once you figure out how to input the data correctly, it gives you the slope as well. And it's at 12.695.
If I if I wrong question 9, of course I will wrong.
10, yeah. Yeah, if they're backwards, you'll have both of them wrong there. And then question 11 will matter too on what your answers were.
Yeah. So for 11, I have 69.469. Did you guys get that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Losing my
Okay,
voice.
this is where I went horribly wrong on my quiz. So if you guys can help me with the next few.
Okay, for number 12, it says the confidence data resulted from students evaluating their confidence for each question on a scale of 1 to 6. What is the maximum predicted value of y for these values of x? Round to decimals. So for that one, I have 94.859. Did you guys get that one or?
I wasn't even close. How do you get that?
Let me see. Let me see if I can remember because I did this yesterday.
Is it on the sheet, the Excel sheet?
Yeah, because I know it's just basically trying to figure out like what's the, like it says right there, just the maximum value for y. Let me see. Yeah, on the sheet it gives you right the largest x value, and then you just have to plug it in and try to figure out what it would be for y.
Okay. I'll go back and figure that out.
So what do you get, Artie? 94.895?
94.859, yes. Okay, and then for 13 and 14, I have the same answer. I have 1. And I just got that from the I guess the text or the notes or something.
Okay.
Okay. Same.
You guys get that one or?
Yeah, I got that one.
I didn't, but I just figured it out. So.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so for 15, a company in South Dakota manufactures hard hats used in the mining industry. They recorded measurements on all the hats they produce for quality control and planning purposes. The measurements they collect include hat size, circumference of the hat, and lengths of the major and minor axes, meaning the company wants to predict size of hat given the circumference. What is the response variable? So for that one,
What I did.
A, the size of hat, because it is the variable being predicted.
Okay, good. That's because that was my next question.
I put the C.
You put C.
Yeah.
Man, couldn't either one of those be right? That's tricky.
So what do you got it for? I'm sorry. What do you go for 14?
1.
And for 13, 1 also?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same one.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not for 15. I know I was looking at both of those, and like I know that it looked really, similar. Just the only difference is the last part of it. But let me try to remember why.
It's got to be something with the question. Like it's just not asking for any more than that information.
Yeah, I think so. I think because one of them is, it tells you that it's the variable that's being predicted, and the other one just tells you exactly what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's in the wording. I'm not too sure why, but
Because it's only asking for the response variable. It's not asking why.
yeah, that's kind of what I thought when I clicked on it. I was like, well, it makes sense in my head. So
Yeah, it's a trick question. Because technically C would be right too, but they're not asking for what it's predicting. They're just asking for the response variable.
Yeah.
So it's A.
Yeah, because it's kind of tricky. Well, I had questions about that, but anyway, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of don't like those kind of questions.
I hate those questions. That's why I do so bad on the test.
Yeah, I mean, what I, never mind.
Yeah, it was A. Melina, I submitted real quick. So
Okay. Okay.
okay, sweet. So everyone got it right.
yeah.
All right, let me submit mine because
Okay. So I
on
sent to everyone an email right now. I don't know if you guys saw the upgraded date that we got by Brother Bennett.
yes, I did.
So he did approve it. He just wanted us to change 2 things on it. So I was a little confused on that. So I sent it to you guys. I highlighted what I think he means by it, the proper annotation. I watched the video and I think it just meant he doesn't want it in writing. He wants it like mu1 equals mu2, stuff like that.
All right.
That emailed. I guess I can explain it.
Would you mind? What do you got for 8?
I have 139.
139. Oh, okay, that was my mistake. 139 and for 11.
I have
64 9 is 64 point.
it's 69.
69.469.
69.
I typed it over on the side.
Okay.
Um. 12.
12. I have 94.859.
But I felt this test, the
9.
previous test from. Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Oh. Okay, thank you.
So Artie, are you talking about the blue?
yeah, so it's on question 6 and 7.
Okay.
So for 6, I'm not sure which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's the 2 samples paired, which is C, but I could be confused. Or it could also be A because we have sigma known once you just find a standard deviation off of the original data with like all the universities from all over the country.
I think it's A.
That's what I was leaning towards that one. I kind of figured, I was like, well, I mean, we know sigma, like, and it's technically one sample. So I just highlighted both because I didn't know which one it was.
I think I would go A.
Hey, okay.
Do you guys have any?
Well, I'm trying to, I mean, with the information that we have right now, definitely will be A, because we have, we know sigma. So
Okay, and then for 7, he wanted the proper annotation. So I wrote it in text, and he wanted it, I think it's in the bottom. I'm not sure if that's correct though. So this is where I get a little confused. The whole H naught and H1 are for the alternative and the null hypothesis. Does that look correct, or am I just like way off?
and honestly, I'm struggling with that H hypothesis thing.
What's the MU mean?
That's just mu1. So that's like the our calculation from the California one, or the California tuition would equal tuition, the national tuition.
Yeah, I think that would be correct. Because they're either going to equal each other or one is going to be less than the other.
Because what we're trying to figure out is if it's less than, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So that's kind of the only thing I needed. So let's see. And you guys have the data file that I sent, right? The Excel one?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So I don't know who's describing the data, or who's assigned to that. I don't remember.
I pray it's not me. Do you guys know who it is?
Oh, let me see. I have it right here. It's Emmanuel.
I'm so intimidated by this now because we can't do anything. I feel like we can't do anything right.
And so as far as describing the data, basically he wants us, it's still not calculating it, which is great, you know. Make the inference. So that's the one that's calculating everything. But
Did you guys watch the video?
Yeah, for his like office lab and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If we're talking about the same one, then yes.
Where he was like, he said something about knowing the difference. I started watching it, but then knowing the difference between the inferential and descriptive statistics and how he'll mark us down if we do that wrong.
Oh, goodness, I feel like we'll get marked down for a lot of stuff.
I know. I haven't watched the whole video yet, but I was going to go watch it to make sure that we were correct on that. But I just had started before 8 o'clock, so I'll go back and finish it.
So any suggestions for describing the data? I mean, what do you think I should approach in there?
Is it you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I do not have time this week.
Let me pull up the instructions, okay?
Yeah, it says here, I mean, in number 3, let's find 3.
Okay, so according to the instructions, pages describe everything that we collected and stuff.
Did you guys all turn in your data collection?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So for this one, Emmanuel, basically what you have to do is you have to explain in detail what each thing is, and you're allowed to like copy and paste the graphs onto your Word document. You just have to make sure you label everything. Like it tells you what each graph represents and stuff.
Okay, I went to the website that you extract the information last week. I just wanted to know exactly how do you extract the information.
So
You pull it out of.
it's a little
Okay.
tedious. So it's not like it gives you everything on one sheet. So that's the thing that got kind of difficult, and that's why I was really frustrated. So you have to go on College Board on their website, and then it says search for a college. Once you, a little search bar that they have, you input the name of the college that's in that one Excel sheet that I sent you guys. And then once you're on it, off to the left side, it says cost. You click on cost, and then it gives you the average in-state tuition. And like, it gives you a bunch of different tuition prices, but the one that we're looking for is the in-state tuition.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to identify, I mean, if there's any other information that I can put in the describing data that is,
Well,
no.
honestly, that's all we really need. We don't need too much like biller data or anything. That's why I liked our project, just because it's kind of straight to the point. So the only thing you need is let me pull up my my data Excel sheet. So I sent you. There's one that's the California universities. So all the universities are off to the left side, and their prices are over to the right side. And then on the bottom, I just took their average out of all of them. I think it's like 32 or 33 universities. And then I also sent you guys the overall tuition data sheet. That one has every state in the US. So that's our national average. That's the one that we're comparing it to. And then for that one, all I did was just find the mean or the average. And I also found the standard deviation so we could have sigma n. So does that make sense? Or?
Yeah, I will try it. I will write a draft by Friday, and I'll share with you guys if you want to make or add a comment or things that may, I mean, it may be valuable. But pretty much I believe what I am understanding from this conversation is that pretty much we have to explain what we have, the information we extracted, and in a pretty way that he is amazed. So
basically, and then so just remember that he also wants graphs. So our graphs honestly aren't really going to show too much. Basically just have like the what's it called? I guess probably I'm trying to figure out what kind of graph would best fit in. Maybe like a bar graph or something.
I can do a matrix and on Excel, then that's not an issue. I mean, with the information there, I don't find an issue making formulas in the Excel that easily.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, our graph isn't gonna, it's not really relative to our assignment, but we should include it just because, you know, the instructions say it should.
Yeah, it give the chance for him to visualize what is we're seeing it. So that's pretty much the idea. I believe. Yes, I will do it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sweet.
Just I would like to take a few minutes. I mean, we have a couple miscommunication last week, and I hope anybody just didn't feel offended or anything. So.
Oh no.
Oh no, so I know a lot of you has been putting a lot of effort in this project and a lot of stuff through the semester. So I think we should continue with the good spirit and with the good intention to get the class finished and completed.
Yep,
I totally agree.
So just like recap and let's take a good spirit in this week and let's try to get it over.
Yeah, I agree.
I completely.
Do you guys feel like we need to record Tuesday's meeting and go over that homework together? Have you guys all submitted your quiz? Melina was just asking if maybe we should turn that in as a recording to get credit for the group meeting while we're all here. What do you guys think? How do you feel?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, we can do that because I know Melina and I met, but we couldn't figure out the recording. I didn't have my laptop on me.
Okay.
So didn't initiate. We can do that just so we can have the credit for it.
I mean, sometimes